What's up? Monday morning, just got to the office, about to start my week, and wanted to make a quick vlog. I got back from New York City last night, was there for my birthday weekend with a group of friends, and really had just an amazing time. We were able to do a bunch of stuff. We did karaoke one night, rented this private room in this Asian bar that had their own karaoke rooms, and then we went to a Broadway show on Saturday, and then on Sunday we went to Hillsong, and just really enjoyed each other and myself, and I would say it was definitely up there of, if not my top birthday, it was, right there. So really just get a lot of value out of this group of friends that I've surrounded myself with. And I was reflecting kind of back a little bit this morning on previous birthdays from, times in my life when maybe I was popular or whatever, and just the difference now, and it feels good to be appreciated, and it feels good to have deep, meaningful relationships. There was a couple things that were said to me. People gave me cards or sent me messages, and I can think of two of them that I would say maybe the nicest things that anyone's ever said to me before. And I was just so humbled by it, but at the same time I was very motivated by that, to just to continue this journey that I'm on, but to do more, to give more, to invest in people more, because I really found like I've stumbled on the key to life in some aspects. So just I get a lot of joy and richness out of this group of friends that I've surrounded myself with, and it's really enabled me in a lot of ways to wait and wait for whether it's my finances to improve, because that's definitely been a struggle for me as I pursue my dreams, or wait for that right person to come along, because I've been single a long time, and I get tempted to settle, because you just get tired of being alone. So, but it's this group of friends that I've surrounded myself with that has enabled me to go through, and become this better version of myself, which is kind of why I'm so passionate about cityfam. So it was just a great weekend, and it kind of leads me to my next topic, which is I secured an editor for a book that I started writing at the beginning of this year, called Why Waiting Works. And basically it's about why it makes sense to wait to have sex. It's also about waiting on God to kind of work things out in your life, but specifically waiting to have sex. And I really feel like I have a unique perspective on the topic because I lived at such extremes. I've said it before in some videos, but to me, the idea just didn't make sense at all when I started. It was like, why wait? That sounded stupid to me. Sex was like a massage. It just didn't make sense. But after doing it for a while, I kind of understood it, because like I said, I've lived at both extremes, so I've seen the fruit that each of those lifestyles produce, and I can explain it very practically. I actually had a girl reach out to me last week. She found 10 Reasons Not to Have Sex Before Marriage on YouTube, and she's like, sent me a message. She's actually was in Nicaragua, of all places, and she sent me a message saying, my boyfriend wanted to wait, and I didn't understand it. I thought it was dumb. I was frustrated. She said she started, doing research on the topic and reading, religious books or whatever she could find, and she couldn't still make sense of it. But she said, you explained in 2 minutes for me what nobody else could. So, I really kind of want to get the message out, because I do think it would bring a lot of clarity to the topic. I think it would help some people. I know it would have helped me several years ago when I started. But I also wanted to use the book to actually open doors to do, radio interviews or podcasts, so I can start talking about cityfam, because I find that the more that I talk about it, the more people understand it. And the more they understand it, the more support we get. Because one of the things I'm really starting to spend a lot of time on now is trying to find funding so that cityfam can hire a full-time operations person in 2018. I've taken the organization as far as I can go, as far as it can go on my own. specifically with no money. But now I need to find someone that's smarter and more talented than I am in the area of operations to help us go to the next level. And I'd rather find that and get someone else paid than even have a salary myself, because I'll find a way. I'll sleep on a couch if I have to. I'm so passionate about this cause and this organization that I just want us to succeed more than I want any kind of temporary comfort. So I'm hoping that the book opens some doors for us, for me to talk about cityfam, and that we can attract funding. So anyway, that's what I'm working a lot on now. I'm also spending a lot of time on New Year's Eve. Charm City Countdown's coming up, so that's a big night for us. That's a big money maker that we will use to pay that operations person in 2018, but that will only be part of their salary. And then basically today is the deadline for I Want to Work for cityfam. So if you or someone you know is interested in winning a $16,000 grant to Sheffield Institute's audio engineering and video production course, they should send an email today to admin@cityfam.com. And it can just be a very short email, your name, your phone number, a few sentences about yourself. And, basically what we'll do is we're going to put those people through a contest in the month of December, where they'll just do 5 or 10 hours a week of intern-like tasks, so we can see who's gonna show up and who really wants it. And then at the end, Charm City Countdown, actually, we're gonna pick a winner based on, that's when the contest will culminate, and we'll probably announce them on January 1st or 2nd, and they'll win a $16,000 grant to Sheffield, a free ride, and then they'll also intern for cityfam while they attend school there. So today's the deadline. If you're watching this email, if you know someone that this would be right for, tag them in this post, share it with them, send it to them on Messenger, whatever. But we've only had actually a few people apply, so there's a very good chance that they'll get in the contest. And if they're willing to work, if they're willing to grind, then they'll win. So that's what it boils down to. So if you know somebody that is looking for their next move, this could be a great opportunity for them. So I Want to Work for cityfam. You can find the details on our website. And we're going to be at Liberatories for Renegade next Friday. Excited about that. We have some big service projects coming up, including two this week. One on Thanksgiving Eve. We have 100 people volunteering with the Goodwill, feeding 3,000 people with special needs and disabilities at the convention center. We have another 100 people on Thanksgiving Day in Harford County, feeding people. And then we are in the process of collecting items for something called blessing bags. So you can find the details about that on the cityfam website or on our Facebook page. But we're basically going to be distributing these bags of toiletries and different cosmetics necessities to people that are in need in Baltimore, whether they're on the streets or if it's your favorite nonprofit, we can drop them off there. But we're going to be collecting these items to be given out during the holiday season. So that's what we're working on right now. We also have some other service or social project events coming up, should I say. One is I think we're going to do an ugly Christmas sweater bowling party in Harford County on Saturday, December 14th, if I'm not mistaken. But again, all these details will be on the cityfam website. So we're just working. We're building community through social, through service, and that's just what we're doing. So excited about all the opportunities and upcoming events. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. See you.